Ugh, not this game, not this game. Before Americans were introduced to what they thought was Super Mario Bros. 2, the true sequel to Super Mario Bros. Was running rampant in Japan, destroying the egos and lives of many gamers. So why didn't America get this game initially? Well, let's find out. This is my review of Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels. Now, before we start this review, I'd like to let you guys know this review will be in my special censored mode. Because trust me, we're gonna need it. Okay, now let me try it out. Okay, good. So, with the success of Super Mario Bros., a sequel was inevitably planned out. I mean, now that Nintendo had a winning formula, it was only natural to expand upon it and make it better. But at first, it wasn't seen like that. In 1986, 1 year after the release of the original Super Mario Bros., Japan saw the release of Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Famicom Disk System. When the game was ready for international release, Nintendo of America ultimately canceled the idea of this game coming to America as well as Europe. And why is that? Because the game was developed by Satan himself! I mean, holy shit! If there was an award for most obnoxious difficult spike in a sequel, this game would win the award 3 years in a row! The wind, the obstacles, the level design, the level design, it all screams hell! Okay. I think you guys have a clear understanding of what I think about this game, so let's just dive right in. Now, this is the part where I showed the game going into my NES, but unfortunately, Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels has never seen a physical release here in America, not counting the updated version of Super Mario All-Stars or the inferior port in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. So instead of investing in a Famicom Disk System and importing the game, the Nintendo Wii thankfully has the original game on the Virtual Console at a measly $6, which is still too fucking much for this game! So here we are at the title screen, which is very similar to the title screen of the first Super Mario Bros., only this one has a jumping Koopa Troopa. We didn't even start the game and there's already a fucking enemy on the screen? But anyway, you may have noticed that instead of 1 player and 2 player, you see a Mario game and a Luigi game. The difference is all about performance attributes. Mario plays exactly like he did in the original game, while Luigi, for the first time ever, has a higher jump and piss poor traction. I'm serious, it's like he's always walking on ice. If you want to make the game even more challenging, you play the game as Luigi. So in terms of structure and aesthetics, everything is almost exactly how it was in the first game. You just need to guide Mario to the end of the level and touch the flagpole to finish it. You also still need to defeat Bowser at the end of every world and listen to Toad tell you to fuck off, the princess isn't here. The music is all the same, still as catchy as ever, and some graphics have been given slight tweaks. For instance, the ground now looks like dirt instead of blocks, and clouds and bushes actually have eyes, and a drop shadow has been added to all the text, making them easier to see and read. Mushrooms now also have a darker color and eyes too. The mushroom killed me? But I thought we were friends. Nah, it's just a poison mushroom, a new obstacle in this game. Touching it is exactly like touching an enemy, so don't touch it. Regular mushrooms and the fire flower are all back too, but even getting the fire flower Mario is a fucking luxury I can never afford. All the enemies from the first game are back too, including Bullet Bills, who I forgot to mention in my review of the first game. Thanks to Kong732iffy for pointing that out. No new enemies are introduced in this game, instead we have some variations of some old enemies. In addition to green piranha plants, we also get red ones, which are a shit ton more aggressive. They pop out of pipes even if you're standing next to them, and they move a little faster too. But they still don't come out when Mario is standing on top of the pipe, and I'm not about to complain about that. I'm a hammer brother. Wait, is he coming towards me? Oh shit. As if regular Hammer Brothers weren't enough, we also get their evil cousins, where they don't stop moving towards you! Well, they behave regularly after you pass them, but Jesus Christ, why? This is just evil! Okay, seriously guys, is there anything I can say that hasn't already been said about this game? If it isn't the horrible enemy placement that'll fuck you over, it's the incredibly awkward level design that'll drive you insane! In fact, before even starting the game, I recommend you do the one-up trick, because trust me, you will need all of those lives! Fuck dignity and fuck honor, your ass just needs to survive! I mean, imagine if the game followed immediately after the final Bowser stage back in the first game. World 1 stages can be just as difficult as World 8 stages from the first game. I'm not kidding, and it only gets worse from there. The crazy shit this game expects you to do is fucking insane. Look at this, I have to time my jumps just right or else I'm gonna fall to my death, and there's no room for error at all. You either get it right or you die. Okay, what the fuck, did the level just give up? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I can't jump over this, and oh, an invisible block. Well, that's just fucking nice. What assholes? I mean, what the hell? Why would you want to do that to a— No! Oh, more invisible blocks. Christ, cut that shit out. Combined with the control issues I've had with the first game, I cannot begin to tell the amount of times I've fallen to my death because of improperly timed jumps or the level just outright fucking with me. Now what the hell happened there? I was holding forward! What the f***? Why does that keep happening? Oh, thank God, a warp zone. Now I can... Wait. What? It sends me back? Oh, fuck, I can't get out of here. God damn it, I'm dead. There might as well be a suicide button. Well, look at that. What fucking luck. No amount of memorization can make this game enjoyable for me. The level design does not work with how Mario controls at all, which leads to a lot of frustrating deaths. Now, you may be looking at this and think, oh, it's not that bad. And you know what? You may be right, but you cannot deny that this game is brutal. You're delusional if you think it isn't. The developers of the game intentionally designed the game specifically for those that have mastered the original Super Mario Bros. Even the port in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe dubs it as Super Mario Bros. For super players. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with trying to make a sequel more difficult, but Jesus Christ, someone in the development team must have really liked Bottomless Pits. Unfortunately, the game's difficulty is the main reason why I don't really like this game. I mean, it looks like Mario, plays like Mario, but the level design is not Mario. Nothing like it. It's a fucking fan hack that costs money to play, and that's just wrong. Another thing that bothers me is how inconsistent the enemy placement can be at times. Look at this, it looks like something's supposed to be here, most likely a fire bar, but nothing. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go, go, what the f***? Now there's a fire bar? What the shit, how did I do that? What the hell is the matter with this game? It also doesn't help that there isn't any sort of save feature in this game. If you get a game over, and trust me you will, your ass is sent to the beginning of the world you died in. Which, thankfully, is more forgiving than the original game, because if you got a game over in that game, you're sent all the way back to the beginning of the game with no continues. If lost levels played like that, this game would be fucking unplayable. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not showing any footage of levels A through D. It's fucking impossible, that's why! In Super Mario All-Stars, you only had to beat the game once, and bam, you transported to World A. In the original, you had to beat the game 8 times in a row to even access it. What kind of shit is that? But anyway, if you ever plan on playing Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, play the All-Stars port. It has a save feature which makes the game a hell of a lot more forgiving. But as a whole, Lost Levels is just shit. Out of all the Mario games I've played, this is the one I like the least. Now, I'm not calling it the worst Mario game of all time, but out of all the ones I've played, it certainly ranks low. With that said, I'll give the original release a 4.0 out of 10. The game's too fucking frustrating to be considered good, and I never have a good time with it. In fact, just playing the game to review it drove me fucking insane, and I nearly broke my controller from all the deaths I suffered. Now, I know a lot of you are going to disagree with the score, but hey, if you love it, then that's really all that matters. More power to you. Now, I can easily say that the worst is over, but we still got 3 more games to review. So next time we meet, we're going to look at the game that everyone else got. It's Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES. Until then, I'm Johnny the Super Game... No, I can't say that anymore.